Hello, my name is Carol Hinds. My son is currently incarcerated at California Men's Colony and is serving a sentence of 25 years to life. However, I'm not here to represent him. I'm here to represent the men and women who are serving life without the possibility of parole, and to talk about resentencing guidelines with respect to Assembly Bill 1812. For the last 15 years, I've been an advocate for arts and corrections in our prison system. And during this time, I've supported several men in the program. They are writers, artists, poets, musicians, group facilitators, and college students. Many are serving sentences of life without the possibility of parole. I've had the pleasure of witnessing powerful life changes. I've watched them not only become model inmates, but the epitome of who we would want as fathers, brothers, husbands, neighbors, or co-workers on the outside. Inmates with LWOP must wrap their heads around the idea that they will never leave prison. And this means they must create the best life possible for themselves on the inside. And this is daunting to say the least, and many do not even try. But in those who make the investment, we find model inmates with hearts and minds wide open, selflessly giving back in positive ways to their community inside, living their personal lives with honesty and authenticity, and encouraging others to do the same. They have become the fathers, brothers, husbands, neighbors, and co-workers we would all want in our lives out here. If you ask any inmate who is successfully programming to describe someone who has rehabilitated versus one who has not, they will tell you that the ones who have rehabilitated will show up, and the ones who have not will eventually simply reveal themselves. Positive programming and rehabilitation is what we have asked of all of the inmates in the state of California. And all inmates who have rehabilitated should have an equal chance to show up regardless of their sentence. So with Assembly Bill 1812, the governor instructed CDCR to receive petitions from inmates who believe they deserve a new sentence based on specific criteria in that bill. No groups were excluded in those instructions. So we must not exclude the inmates with a sentence of LWOP. If the men and women in this group fit the criteria of this bill, they deserve the opportunity to have their sentences changed. It is a chance to make a long overdue change in our system and get this right with respect to sentencing. There are worthy people in prison, and I ask that you consider everyone and not overlook those who have done the important work to become better human beings.